Her gigantic head.
Okay, welcome to this week's edition of the BarroomBlitz.com, where we welcome you into our living room to talk sports. This is our living room, the corner of the bar where we live and die and breathe sports every week. I am Jim Casey. We have Dougie the Show Shaw over here in red, all redded up. You know why he's wearing red? Because he's going to turn Phillies fan soon enough.
He's thinking of it.
Then we got Glenn Cheeks Keller in the gray sweatshirt, the maroon visor.
I'm doing my Doug Shaw. How you doing?
And I got Tom Arama down the end. We will bring you sports with a unique perspective. We got Dead Guy behind the camera with the mic. That's the voice of God you'll hear
And I won't yell
from time to time.
Really? You won't yell at me today?
No, I don't believe it.
Just so everyone knows, if you can't watch the show, if we get the vocals out here soon, check YouTube for us or Facebook. Join Facebook. Look for Jim Casey Facebook. It'd be much easier to see the site and see the sounds of the Barroom Blitz.
Oh, it works on YouTube, but not on...
You can do it on your phone right now.
If
you have Facebook, you get it on. It comes right through QuickTime. I can get it up before we're done the show. I got to have the show up.
He can get it up before Cheeks is done saying something stupid.
Already done. Obviously, we had the Daytona 500. You can check out the NASCAR show. It's on there on YouTube. You can, even if you do YouTube, you can go Jim's Casey. And you can sign up for my channel, and I have all the stuff in there.
Subscribe,
whatever.
So who picked him? Anybody picked the guy that won?
One guy, after the first clip web on YouTube, goes, Jimmy, watch out for number 21.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
Carmen I can't say his last name. It's Brian Vandenberg's cousin. Says, watch out for number 21.
Oh, my God.
Can you believe it?
He wasn't even supposed to be in the car, they said.
He wasn't even
Was he a
supposed to be in the
backup
car.
or
They
something?
said he was driving down with his
Now, I
buddy.
know we don't talk about NASCAR, but we had a good...
His name? I can't remember his damn name.
Trevor Bain.
Trevor
Justin
Bain.
Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Trevor
He's
Bain.
only 2 years older than Justin Bieber, I think.
I'm 20 years old.
But
you heard it here.
We
You
all
heard it
we were
here
all here
before
for
it was.
we were all here for the NASCAR. You know,
Oh,
for the,
yeah.
for, it was enjoyable.
Was
it was
I
a good
here?
race.
Was I here?
You don't remember. You were singing a little, Cheeks. You were singing.
I like
You were
You pissed a few people off.
I pissed a lot of
It
people
was either
off.
Old Spice or Napa Know How.
Napa Know How.
But it was a good. It was a good race. It was for an off Sunday in the middle of February, and you got your name in the bucket. It's fun to watch.
Yes, sir. Now.
You know what I mean?
Exactly
Get your name in the bucket, enjoy the race, have some fun. We had some good food, some good beer. It was an enjoyable race. It came down. It was exciting at the end. They had the big crash.
Fabulous buffet.
Yeah.
It was crowded, too.
I didn't eat much of it.
It's one of our bigger crowds.
Yeah,
There have been better times
afterwards, too.
Right.
You
I
know,
know. I left. It was still full. I mean, that guy went out and he had a fabulous day at disc golf, from what I understand. I think he finished top 5 in the tournament of 57 people.
He threw it and it went that way.
He was on fire because he had his Facebook golf scorecard. I saw that.
He had the Duncan.
Yeah. Wait till we're on the course. We're going to be on the course for one of these.
No,
The
Yeah,
Duncan
yeah.
going in the dark.
He was 2 over par for the
Are
tournament.
you tweeting updates, too? Like
4 day,
I wasn't
4-day
tweeting
long
anything.
tournament, mucking in that wind and cold and snow. The only day he scored well on Friday when it was 70 degrees out. He had a tank top on, getting some rays.
Halter top. I let the gut out.
And he's doing this completely drug-free, so it's a whole different year this year for him.
Worst thing we did was crazy.
We're glad for you, John. Have a great
Thank
thing
you.
out.
That's it.
Thank you.
We scared you straight,
Yeah, something like that.
Can we talk
Honestly-
curling now?
No,
I want to talk about curling.
honestly, get back on the bag. You're much more enjoyable. You're much more enjoyable. Wow, please.
All right, let's talk some real sports now. Let's get it down. Phillies, pitchers and catchers, everybody is in. Everybody came in early except for a couple Dominican guys.
Well,
They had some visa problems, though.
And they spend a little extra time at home with the family, so understandable.
Yeah.
Cliff Lee a concern?
No.
What is it?
He's pitching next
shoulder
week.
or
He said he
elbow?
was fine.
No, it's he pulled something underneath his armpit.
In his pit. He used
But
the
he's
wrong
only
finger.
they said he is 10 pitches behind of all the other pitchers. So he's
Yep.
throwing
Okay.
as much as everyone else. He's only 10 pitches behind. He said he's fine. He's pitching, I think Cole Hamels is pitching the first game.
Yeah.
Blanton's pitching the second game. And
That's
The third game is
Is it Cliff?
Cliff
Oh,
Lane.
Cliff Lane.
Well,
It's
remember-
like next Monday or Tuesday. He's
Yeah.
pitching
Remember
again.
last year though with Cliffley in Texas, he didn't start off right away. He was
No, he wasn't in
Yeah.
Texas. Good job.
where was last year?
He was in
He was in
it was
Seattle.
He was sore and he didn't
Yeah.
start
Well,
right
then he
away,
got then he got fined.
Well, he got.
So I
and then he
think
got
he's
fined.
suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he.
But then they're playing a game against Florida State, and like Tim Matheson, a couple of young guys are pitching.
Yeah,
Like,
there's like
everyone's
three
getting
guys-
two
three guys
innings.
are pitching.
Everyone's getting
Yeah.
2 innings.
2 innings that are.
And they're letting
stuffed.
Carpenter go. That pitcher they have. Remember Carpenter?
Is he
Yeah, they're letting him go.
done with him?
Done with him.
What's
Is
his
that
name?
who they
you know what
picked
his
up?
name is? What
Chris.
Carpenter?
One of them Carpenter
Chris.
Well, I
guys.
just want to know.
He had a
his
great
name.
record
Carpenter.
down
He
there
seems
in
Carpenter.
AAA.
Is that the person they picked up when they traded Lee?
No,
No.
they had him
No.
a while.
No, they picked up Philippe Almond.
They picked up a few guys though.
Yeah, he had all kinds of problems. That
Yeah.
guy, he had some issues.
Yeah.
There was,
Even the other guy, the outfielder, had a lot of issues.
there was one guy who got
Rough.
busted for. What,
That's the
coke or
outfielder.
something?
Yeah.
That's He's still down in Florida.
He's my hero.
He's not allowed to leave the state.
Yeah, he needs to stay off the bag.
He has a couple issues.
All right, we have some rebounds we need. Obviously, we have our pitching that we think are starting pitching. We still
Right.
have a couple
Right.
questions in the relief area. We still have Contreras. We have our 7, 8, 9 somewhat set. Brad
Yeah.
Lidge rebounded well from the off year the year before.
Yeah.
Coming back, he had a decent year last year. Matson's been pretty much rock solid. I mean,
Yeah.
then we have Contreras, who
Contreras.
stepped into Matson's role because Matson shifted back one. Now you have a couple guys. I mean, you have Romero's in there and a couple other guys, but
Well, you bring
Ramirez
him,
had
you got
problems.
Kendrick's a new guy in there. I mean, maybe
you keep
Worley.
Worley up there. Or
I
you
don't
gonna
know.
let
I
him
think he's
pitch
going
in
to
the
keep them
minor?
down. Let him
Get
pitch in the
his
minors.
pitch.
I would
Maybe
let
5
him
days.
pit.
Maybe 5 days down
But you
there.
have some rebounds from injuries. Dougie's already mentioned Chase Utley and
Yeah,
stuff.
with the hip, with
has
the
a
weight.
hip.
Put 10.
And then, Jimmy Rollins coming back. He only played 88 games last year. He's got to come back. Then you have Ryan
Well,
Howard had a
Polanco had a
Polanco,
had an
yeah.
Polanco
elbow.
off
What do you have?
season-
Elbow,
elbow
shoulder
surgery.
Yeah.
So that's it's
Michael
all good.
Young. No, we're not going to bring it up again. Easy, guys. Easy. Relax.
In the
relax.
Italian league.
What, Michael Young in the Italian?
No, jeez, they don't play baseball.
Dominic Brown in the Italian.
They play baseball in Italy.
Yeah,
Dominic Brown's the
they-
guy who
Major League players don't go there to play baseball. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, John.
from what I understand, they already told Dominic Brown it's his job to leave.
Yes, that's,
Really?
that's mine.
Yes.
Because
They-
I would have thought it would have been Francisco's.
No.
Charlie
No.
Well, I
Manuel.
think what they do is you get the young guy. Francisco's been in the majors long enough to know he's where his position
But
is.
he's
I
a
think.
righty.
Charlie
And
Manuel.
you don't
Yeah,
need
but I still think what you
Brady.
do is settle this kid down for spring training. Let him go and work
Charlie
on
Manuel.
that new stance he's
Yeah,
got.
he
The
already
Greg
said-
Gross.
He already said he's going to have 90
Righty.
to 100 at bats in the
Right.
spring
We're going to
training.
calm it down a
No,
little.
right.
Bring him in.
Calm it down.
They said Greg Gross really helped him and worked. They saw a big loop in his swing.
Wait,
and-
Dominic Brown?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, well, they
definitely
said
had
he
a
was
loop.
having it really high up.
Yep,
and
and he
they
bringing it
brought it
Yep.
down. Yeah.
So,
Well, you saw his stance, and he's
Yeah.
so up forward, and I think he's like 6'4", 6'5". Am I right, John?
I think he's taller than
I
that.
think he's 6'6".
Yeah, but I'm
maybe.
saying he's like stretching. He was up there
Yeah,
like
it
this.
looked like he was
Yeah.
like
He had
He
like
just-
Greg
he just had
Counsell's
such a-
batting
Oh,
stance.
You get
you know?
that loop in your swing, you're gonna.
Well, you're gonna pop a lot of balls up.
He brought it right down. Like Greg, they said when he came home, Cheek said in the Dominican League is trouble. But when he came home, he went right to Greg Gross. They watched all the films.
Yeah, like they said, I think he was worn out. He was in 4 different places last year, moving around. That's tough on a
I
young
don't
guy
think he
to
ever
get a
played
kid.
that much baseball in his life, that many games. You know
No,
what I mean?
I doubt
Like,
it.
Probably
playing-
not, or even traveled like that.
Where are you
know?
going to bat him? Where are you going to bat him in that lineup?
8th.
Maybe 7th,
So I
8th.
say eighth.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
right.
So you're
After
gonna bat
Chooch up.
Chooch and then Dominic Brown?
Yeah.
Yep.
7th to 8th. It's only
Why
a
not?
logical spot for him.
isn't
I
he
guess
more-
it depends who's pitching,
he's more of
lefty
a-
or righty.
He's
Well-
more of a power hitter, though, isn't he? I mean,
Well, you got some pop at the end of the lineup.
Right
that's
now,
a lot of
he has
pop
some
at the end of the
speed, too.
lineup.
Oh, there
you
you
know what,
go.
Dominic? Right now, you want him to make contact to be just
Get on base and start running because he's
hit
a
the
good
ball
runner.
the other way. Learn how to. Yeah, that's what you want him to do. Maybe learn how to bunt a little bit.
Sam
with his speed.
Perlazzo at first base, is that a concern for you?
Oh, he wasn't that good
Sam,
at third, was he?
Sam Perlazzo being anywhere near the diamond is a concern for me.
Well, he's your first base coach. Juan Samuel's third. Is that a big deal?
Why would-
Well, we'll find out if the steals change.
Yeah, they were the best steal percentage. I think I saw something on the thing.
I thought-
They stole 574 attempts, and they got 500 of those. They only got caught 74 times
Wouldn't
stealing all
Juan
year.
Samuel be like a better first base with the steal? 'Cause
you
he
would
was,
think.
That's
He
what
was-
I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Where
that's
did
the one.
Juan's a gambler on first. They
Where
said
did
they
Sam-
said they put Juan Samuel because he can judge better if that guy at first base can score.
Where has he ever coached in the bigs, like out
That's
of
what they
the?
said. I don't,
But I mean, like that level. Has he ever coached the bases anywhere?
Who?
Any other team? Juan Samuel.
yeah,
He was the
Like,
manager
I'm
of
just
the
wondering-
Orioles.
he was
last year.
coaching.
I know, but
He was
like-
coaching first base, I think, for the Orioles.
Yeah.
First or
Orioles at the
third.
end, and then
No, before he got hired as the
And
manager.
they moved Sam Palazzo from
Yeah,
third to
and he
first.
was a coach for the Mets too. I don't think he was a base coach, but I think he was a coach of
I
the
think
Mets.
you're going to
for a
see
while.
you're going to miss Davey Lopes a little bit.
I think
Well,
so too.
probably.
Well,
already
is
missed
this a case of
I do.
I know the Phils have been paying a lot of money, but
Well-
are they? It seems like they're having trouble signing coaches.
No, because what I understand with the Phillies is they have a ceiling on what a coach makes.
Right.
Yeah.
Manager makes this. Base coaches, bench coaches, and rub down coaches. They all make a tier, and they won't go over it. They'll
Okay,
just go get somebody else.
The thing is Davey's gone, and now there's the whole issue with Charlie.
Right.
It's not signing, and I understand they have a ceiling.
Yeah, but Dave Montgomery said, "Don't worry about Charlie. The whole situation with Charlie is all like a media burn." He said,
Right.
"There's no inner workings inside the locker room that he's bickered about his contract." He said, "Charlie will be our manager for as long as Charlie wants to be a manager."
Right.
They haven't even said. They go, "We haven't even sat down to discuss numbers with Charlie Manuel." Everyone else is just seeing his contracts up.
It seems like Charlie's always bringing it sort of. I mean, I know the media eggs him on, and
He
Charlie's
wants his money.
but
He'll get paid.
He wants his money.
He better win a championship with this team, or he
I'll
ain't
tell
gonna
you
get
what,
nothing.
Yeah, he don't win.
Welcome Ryan
Yeah.
Sandberg.
Yeah, you don't win. You don't win a
Ryan
World
Sandberg
Series.
hasn't
You
been
have to win.
successful
You don't
yet.
win a World Series this year. He gets another year, and they don't. 2 years they don't win World Series. Charlie's gone.
If the Phillies don't win 100 games, is it disappointing? Or they just have to win the division?
care.
I
Have to
don't
win
care
the
how
World
many
Series.
games
I
win in the
just care
season.
about
Just win the World Series. That's it.
It don't matter how many games you win in regular. Just win the World
Yeah.
Series.
I mean, I'd like to see a 100-game. That'd be
Well,
awesome.
Pat Gillick said it's better than the
Well, what
116-game team he put together
Well, what did somebody
in Seattle.
tell me?
Said it's a better team, but you could see it's a better pitching staff than the
What did you
Mariners
say?
team.
It was 96 games in Vegas.
96 in Vegas.
What
yes.
does
I thought it was
Vegas?
one
know?
of the-
That's a record, right? Is that how many was the record? 96.
No, they've won 100 games. 97 they won last year.
What
They
is-
won 97
Was it
games. last year.
97?
They're
What is
96
Vegas? What
this
is
year.
Vegas? No, like
What are they
96.
telling us,
Yeah.
Doug?
They're telling me.
We're taking the over.
Bet it over.
Over. They want the
Bet the
Philadelphia
over.
money.
But that means they think it's going to be under then, right?
Well, there's
they
no
want you to bet the
competition.
over.
Oh, they
in
just
the
want you to
East
bet
there,
50-50.
so they have nobody pushing them in the East, so they don't have
No.
to worry about nothing.
They
Not
may
at all.
lay back.
Do
a little bit.
Francisco and Mayberry both make the team?
Yeah, Mayberry they say is going to be a right bat off the bench.
He has to
Okay.
be.
And if he can play outfield, they would like that. Him to
Yeah, but you're gonna have to spell Raul Albani's out there.
Yeah, you have to do a little bit of
So-
that.
yeah, he's going to get some work, and then
Mayberry will get-
Gloat's still
he'll get-
there, right?
Yeah, well, he'll get a
That's
lot
a
more.
right hand.
Maybe
right?
he'll get a lot
No.
more starts. I think.
Well,
No, is he a
we're-
lefty?
We're going to switch
Blue might
bases
be
a little
left.
bit. We got one guy in baseball, Albert Pujols. What do you do with him? How much do you give him to satisfy him?
I don't give him 30 million a year.
What does he want?
Well,
wants-
I think like again with the media, they're telling him he wanted 30 million. He never. They said
I
the
think it's-
reports came out where he said they were only on offer from like 19 to 23 million.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
a-
it
that's
the
a
Well, you know
union,
what?
though?
Joke.
You know what? He needs
From
to
what I-
make, he
from-
needs to make a little more than 23 million. He needs to make more money than
The
Ryan.
Cardinals,
yeah.
the
Anybody
Cardinals
right
said
now.
it wasn't
Yeah.
the time of the contract; it was the money involved in the contract.
Oh, really?
They
Wasn't
said the
did-
10 years was fine,
Yeah.
but they wanted to give him like 23 million or 24 million
I
in
heard
the group.
23
In the average of the
okay.
top, if you take out A-Rod, the top 5 players besides A-Rod.
Well, that's the
Because
problem.
A-Rod's contract, but what I heard is the Players Association wants him to hold out for top dollar.
Right.
Because
see-
there's
I
certain
heard.
guys in the league that didn't hold out for top dollar or didn't go get the money.
Well,
One,
Mauer,
Cliff Lee
Mauer.
and
Joe
Mauer.
Mauer.
They
Do you-
stayed hometown discounts, and they
Yeah, but
don't
do you
like
see
that.
what you're paying? Like, and here's what they're saying: like, okay, $7 million a year. That's what you're gonna. That's what you're saving. You see what somebody's got? Joe Blanton makes $8 million. Randy Wolf is making like
Yeah, but you still got to fill your roster.
Dougie, the
But
problem
what
is
I'm
the
saying
age.
is-
the age.
But
is
I know,
the
but what I'm
problem.
telling you right now is like the $7 million. Like,
Yeah, like the
you can't
Yankees had
I think
problems signing
Albert-
Derek Jeter,
I
and
think
you know,
Albert Pujols at 40 years old is going to be more
Oh, hell
valuable
yeah.
than Randy Wolf at.
No, he's definitely going to be.
30.
I don't
He's
think
gonna
he's going to be
produce-
with the
he's not going to
Cardinals.
be $30 million, though.
I don't think
I
he's
don't
going to
think
be with the
anybody's-
Cardinals.
I don't think. Yeah, but
Not at 42.
they gotta front
He's
load
got
it.
to realize himself.
He's going to go 8 years.
He broke
7
down,
years,
broke down
8
last
years,
year.
$210 million.
8 years, 30 million. You're out at 38, 37, right?
You got one chance for
I'm
another,
fine
maybe
with
a
that.
somewhat contract, or just
8
hang on.
8 years, you get it to you're 38 years old, whatever. Boom, 30 million a year. You sign that.
I don't
deal
think they're
tomorrow.
going to do it.
I think he's definitely going to be worth.
There's only one team
he's
that
gonna
can
be worth
sign
at
him.
least 30 million these next
I
couple
think he
years.
broke down last year.
At
I think
the-
his legs started
At
hurt.
the end of the season, there's only one team that can
What's
give
his
him any
leg?
kind of money, and it's the Chicago Cubs.
Right.
Because there's only really 2 players in the game, and it would be the New York Mets and the Chicago
Yeah,
Cubs.
it wasn't
Because the
his
Mets are in
legs, by the way.
trouble. They might have to sell the Mets, Dougie.
I heard Buster Olney said late in that season last year he had trouble running down first base.
His shoulder's why he was struggling hitting.
Shoulder,
Well,
just
shoulder,
saying.
that's
his
why he
shoulder
is-
and his elbow.
He had
That's
trouble
why he was
running
having-
down
He's got to
first
get Tommy
base.
John
I
surgery.
think he had. Yeah, they want him to have that.
Yeah, he's going to be down for a season.
Well, you
so
can't
gotta-
give him $30 million.
Exactly. 10 years, $30 million.
No,
I
you
can't
get
give-
7. No one. They should have the 5 years should be the
I
max
can't
contract.
give
in
anybody
NBA.
5 years. 5
The
years.
Yankees
they-
screwed everybody by giving it. First of all, the guy from Texas screwed everybody by giving A-Rod the first
Yeah.
10-year contract. Then the Yankees jump on him and blow him again and give him another 10-year
Well,
contract.
I mean, look at. Let's just say Pujols goes, okay, I'll take $25 million. Jason Worth's only making $2 million less than me. You're not.
Yeah, but
The
years,
years.
But he wants to be
The
paid
years.
forever, and I'm telling you what, that $7 million that's floating
Take the
around.
hometown.
No.
You're hamstringing your team.
No.
You're hamstringing your team if you take that money.
They got the
Well,
guy set
I
in.
don't think you take the hometown deal. You
I
get
don't-
as much money as you
I
can.
don't think he's hamstringing his team because they always say St. Louis shows up. The fans are the greatest fans in the world. No matter win or lose, they're always there. Well, you're selling out. You're making the money, baby. Spend it. And
All right.
again, you're hamstringing yourself with a $7 million player. In 5 years, you know what a $7 million player is going to be? The guy coming off the bench is going to be
Louis
making $7 million.
Aguayo.
That's what I mean. So $7 million, you're not hamstringing yourself down the line because
Well,
me
you
and
know what
Dom-
I'm
me
gonna-
and Dom are going to be making $7 million.
You know what I'm going to spend my time on? Grabbing another icy cold Bud
All
Light,
right.
and we'll be right back with some more Barroom Blitz.
Not.